Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms, guys. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Lady Mina, a possible buff that's going to be happening. We're going to be talking about this weekend's banner and should you summon, as well as a little bit about the Black Friday sale bundle event going to be coming up from Ty's Market. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so first thing is first here. Should you summon? I'm going to cover the should you summon first, and we're going to go over the Lady Mina. All right, so on this weekend's banner, we're going to have a few things going on. First, thing, like the Black Friday flash sales, the skin discount events, things like that. And there's also going to be some Smile 1 Ty's Market event going on as well. So we'll take a look at that in just a moment, and I'll explain what's going on there. But starting off, we're gonna start with the special divine and special invocation of spirits. If you're really early, trying to pull on this banner to try to get yourself a vortex is actually a really good idea. Vortex is an amazing early game healer. He's like one of the best ones that you can get in that epic category. Now, Talon and Draylon. Talon is a very good hero as well. This hero can go on the ground as more of a tank style DPS unit, or it can go on a platform tile and just act as more of as a marksman. The cool thing about it is that you can run an Ecor Chalice, which is going to let her heal herself if she's on the ground. You can use that marksman artifact for her. It's a very cool idea. She's very useful. I want to say very good for the early to mid game players again. If you're going to summon, I would say it's not a bad option, especially because we also have Draylon. Draylon is a very good healer and a tank at the same time. Now this hero, for lots of reasons, he has AoE damage reduction as well to allies within that ultimate range. It's gonna be a 30% AoE damage reduction. This is massive. So looking at Abyss 1, looking at Semra, all of these things, right? This AoE damage reduction is going to be essential for you guys, and it's a good idea to bring Draylon in as your tank. It's going to help you out a lot. So yes, I do think that if you can and you can afford it, or if you have the summons around, whatever, it is a good idea to summon on this banner. Now there's an extra special banner going on this weekend, and we're going to have our boy Lycan is going to be on that banner. It's going to be an Ancient's banner, and he is an Ancient exclusive. Now, he has this Lethal Judgment, and every single time he does this Lethal Judgment, he deals 800 AoE physical damage one time to up to 8 enemies, and inflicts 2 stacks of Radiant Erosion. He also has the ability to execute his enemies with that Lethal Judgment as well. So, it's very useful, and it executes enemies lethal 15%. If you look at the awakenings here, I believe this bumps up a little bit higher. Yes, at the awaken level 5, very hard to get, so it's not really something that most people are going to do. But the lethal judgment damage multiplier going up to 120% and execution threshold going up to 20% puts him in the range of some of the best heroes, and it's a tactician as well. I forgot to mention that. Very good hero. It does work really well for Gear Raid 1. It doesn't pair up against Valara too well in Gear Raid 1, and we had a little bit of discussion in the last video about testing him that he does physical damage. Gear Raid 1 has a lot of defense, and most of the enemies have really high defense to kind of resist that physical damage, and has low magic resistance, so it's more about doing magic damage. So he's going to be helpful in Maloric Trials, he's going to be helpful in Xerbis, he's going to be helpful in any kind of AoE content. Even Gear Raid 1 still. He still does really well in Gear Raid 1. The execution is nothing to scoff at. Kind of like Nedja in a way. Is he as good as Nedja? I'd probably put him on the same page. Really close to being as good as Nedja. But he's pretty amazing looking anyways. But that's not the only thing that's going to be going on this banner. You get to pick your own lord to go after. Whatever lord you want. It's going to be on there for a 20 times drop rate, and you get to go and summon for any lord that you want. From my understanding, I've been told that it's any lord, ancient or normal summon lord, or it's also going to be the unnameable heroes as well. So you can select Ymir, you can select Ajax, you can select Yovar, you can select Ingrid, Praetus, Balderon, whoever you want to select, and chase after them on this banner. and at the same time, you're going to be hopefully picking up yourself a copy of Lycan. Probably going to be the second best tactician in the game when he releases. He's very, very good. Now, a little bit about Lady Mina. Lady Mina has been underwhelming according to a lot of the players. Now, I think that she is a little underwhelming as well. I'm going to agree, like 100% on that. It's not that she doesn't have a use case. It's that other heroes can do that as well. A lot of the things that she's doing, the slows, the vulnerabilities, the immobilized state is something that's kind of rare. But I mean, you're looking at immobilized state or freeze. You know, Mari can bring the freeze. Mari brings some vulnerabilities. Mari does this too, that well, and whatever. She pairs well with Dracula in particular. Having her bond skill is going to be really good as well. She's not terrible, but she just can't do any damage, right? This physical vulnerability is going to go up to 25%, which is very useful. I think the idea is to put her in Xerbis or put her in anti-air arena or single target arena paired with Dracula. These things are kind of like what she's built for, but as a singular unit, she's just not bringing it, man. She's just not bringing it. Not the worst though. She's not the worst here, but she is a limited exclusive and it needs a buff. And I have a message from the devs here. I don't have a way to bring it up on screen right now, but here is the message. I'm going to read it out loud to you. We have received feedback regarding the exclusive hero Lady Mina falling short of expectations and are treating this matter with the utmost seriousness. After gaining a deep understanding of your expectations, the development team has engaged in multiple rounds of internal discussion and evaluation. We have found that in the current anti-air PvP environment, Lady Mina demonstrates strong synergy when paired with heroes such as Yovar, Erlang Shen, Count Dracula, and Diao Qian. Simply increasing her stats could pose a risk to overall game balance. So it's not always as easy as just like buffing her in a way that's just doesn't have any effect anywhere else. You got to make sure that you buff her for one zone and doesn't mess something up somewhere else. So they're gonna make sure that they do a lot of testing. Going on further, therefore, based on ongoing analysis of Lady Mina's actual combat data and combining this with her skill mechanics and combat role, we will comprehensively evaluate and formulate a more suitable direction for adjustments. Although these optimizations require time for verification and implementation and cannot be released immediately, we are committed to expediting this work to complete and release the optimizations as soon as possible. Please stay tuned to future patch notes for specific adjustments, details, and release dates. Thank you for continued understanding and support. So it sounds like they believe that she's pretty good, but they also kind of see that she's not great, and she should probably be great. I mean, she's a new hero. She's gonna get like overwhelmed by other new heroes coming out soon, very quickly, and she is also was kind of like a hard hero to get. I mean, you had to go summon 200 summons on that. We had other summons to go for as well. We had Dracula, we had Helsing, we had Vlad Dracula. All these guys were all in the same section there of time, and it was hard and difficult to just be able to get the summons to do so. So I'm glad to hear that they're planning on doing something. What they plan on doing, I have no idea, but it sounds like they have plans to do it. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update on Lady Mina so you guys knew what was going on. They're not ignoring Lady Mina. They're not refusing to buff her, but they are being cautious about giving her anything too crazy. To put that into reference, if you look at her attack here, she's sitting at 23-24, and everybody sees that and says that's really bad. Well, in reality, she has that ability to take the attack from the highest attack unit on the field and give it to herself. I think 50% of it, I think it was. And I think I got my Lady Mina up to right around 21k. No, I think it was 19.8 or something like that K attack. And so she started doing a little bit of damage. It wasn't crazy, but it was some damage. And they're kind of being cautious about that. Maybe they should just buff it up to 60%. I'm not sure. A global 1 second immobilized state or something. I have no idea. They got to figure something out though. To make this a little bit better. Increased range would be nice, so she can actually be useful in anti-arena and cut those corners off and put that immobilized state up. She's not terrible. I don't know. It's up to them. You know, they'll figure it out. In the end, we are at their will what they're going to do with Lady Mina. Now, with all that being said, Smile 1 here. If I can get this up, let me see. There we go. Let me kind of buff this up a little bit so you guys can see it. If you head over to the home page, actually on prospector.gg, first off, I have all these heroes on here with their builds. If you want to check those out, feel free to do so. I welcome you to the website. I appreciate you guys using it. Going in, if you go scroll down just a little bit, you can see these Smile 1 deals for Black Friday. And if you click on that, you can see what's going to be happening starting on the 27th to December 1st. We're going to have all these deals on here. I went ahead and actually put the estimated values in here so you guys can see like what kind of discount you're really looking for. You can also see what's going to be happening with the 10% off as well. So things to call out: privilege card discount, $5 or $4.50 is what it's going to end up being. That's going to be a good deal. We're going to have, I think this one's here is going to be really popular, 30 ancient summoning crystals. It's going to be roughly $90. I know it sounds really expensive, but when you're talking about ancients, it's not really that bad. We have rare summoning crystals here for roughly $27. You're gonna get 40 of them, plus another 3 or 4 summons of diamonds. You know, there's gonna be, you can't really beat these deals on Smile 1 just by going and buying stuff in the game. We are also gonna have those events going on in the game. The Black Friday flash sale. I don't really know the details on this. But anyways, guys, I think that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out Discord. Make sure you check out prospector.gg. Get yourself an account registered. You can set up your rosters, filter your heroes by unowned, owned, whatever you want to do. But anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.